Welcome back to Artos Hub, the channel where we bring you the future of cars today. From powerful muscle cars to groundbreaking EVs, we cover every upcoming machine that will dominate the roads. If you're passionate about cars, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss what's next on Artos Hub. Number 1. 2026 Chevy Nova Sleeper. In the world of muscle cars, some roar for attention and others whisper, then explode with thunder. The 2026 Chevy Nova Sleeper is the latter. A car that looks humble, almost forgettable at first glance, until it leaves you breathless at the green light. Chevy has resurrected the Nova with a vengeance, turning it into a modern-day sleeper legend that blends nostalgia with pure, unfiltered power. From the outside, the new Nova doesn't scream for attention. Its clean lines, smooth silhouette, and absence of over-the-top badging all nod to the sleeper philosophy. Power hidden beneath modest looks. The body, sculpted from ultralight aluminum and reinforced carbon panels, is unmistakably inspired by the 1970s Nova, but with a futuristic twist. Narrow LED headlights tuck neatly into the minimalist front fascia, while the subtle bulge in the hood hints that something monstrous lies beneath. And monstrous it is. Under that hood sits Chevy's all-new 6.6-liter twin-turbo V8, producing a staggering 920 horsepower and 970 lb-ft of torque. The engine is paired with an advanced hybrid assist system that provides instant torque delivery, giving the Nova Sleeper a launch so brutal it hits 0-60 mph in just 2.8 seconds. Quiet on idle, yet explosive when unleashed. It lives up to its name in every sense. To the untrained eye, it looks like an average Restomod. But take a closer look, and you'll notice the fine details that tell a different story. The deep gunmetal finish that shifts tone under sunlight, the wide stance from its hidden adaptive air suspension, and the subtle vent cuts along the rear quarter that double as heat extractors. It's not loud, it's confidently dangerous. Step inside, and the 2026 Nova surprises again. The interior is a love letter to simplicity and performance. No oversized touchscreens, no flashy displays. Instead, it's focused, driver-centric, and raw. You get a digital dash cluster designed to mimic classic analog gauges, a flat-bottom steering wheel wrapped in suede, and bucket seats upholstered in black Alcantara with yellow stitching. Everything inside feels tight, purposeful, and made for speed. Driving the Nova Sleeper is an experience few cars can match. The steering is razor-sharp, the throttle response instant, and the 8-speed dual-clutch transmission shifts faster than a blink. Chevy's Track Whisper mode keeps the car eerily quiet until you floor it, at which point it unleashes a deep, guttural roar that could wake an entire neighborhood. On a straightaway, it feels almost supernatural, a blend of silence and violence. But this car isn't just about performance, it's about legacy. The original Nova earned its stripes as a street racer's dream, lightweight, cheap, and endlessly modifiable. The 2026 version honors that history while rewriting the rules. It's equipped with cutting-edge driver aids, torque vectoring, and a full AI-based predictive traction system that reads the road surface 200 times per second. Chevy even added a classic mode, simulating the raw throttle lag and rear-wheel kick of the original 70s Nova. It's nostalgia on demand, history reborn with horsepower. At the end of the day, the 2026 Chevy Nova Sleeper isn't about showing off. It's about showing up and shutting everyone else down. It's that quiet guy in the corner who turns out to be the fastest in the room. The car that humbles supercars while looking like it belongs at a Sunday car meet. With the Nova Sleeper, Chevy hasn't just revived a name, it's revived an attitude, subtle, savage, and absolutely unstoppable. Number 2. 2026 Plymouth GTX. When Plymouth announced its return to the performance scene, no one expected the 2026 Plymouth GTX to be this bold. They didn't just bring back a name, they brought back an icon of American muscle, refined for a new generation. The 2026 GTX is not a replica or nostalgia project. It's a statement, a reimagined legend that captures everything the golden age of horsepower stood for: dominance, attitude, and raw speed, but wrapped in the design precision of modern engineering. From a distance, the GTX looks timeless, wide, low, and intimidating. The long hood stretches forward like a predator ready to pounce, while the fastback rear design pays homage to the 1971 model that once ruled drag strips and boulevards alike. Its paint finishes are all heritage-inspired: Hemi Orange, Deep Black Pearl, and Silver Fury. Yet beneath that vintage surface lies cutting-edge craftsmanship, a carbon fiber monocoque chassis, and an aluminum space frame that gives this beast the rigidity of a supercar. Under the hood, Plymouth didn't hold back. Powering the 2026 GTX is a 7.0-liter supercharged V8 Hemi, generating a staggering 1,000 horsepower and 900 lb-ft of torque. It's mated to a 10-speed performance automatic with manual paddle control, allowing the driver to extract every ounce of performance. The sound of the exhaust is symphonic, deep, powerful, and distinctly American. This isn't a car that blends in. It announces its arrival before you even see it. What truly makes the new GTX stand out is its adaptive heritage drive mode. Flip the dial and the car transforms. In classic mode, it mimics the raw mechanical feedback of the 1970s muscle era. Heavier steering, more vibration, and even a simulated carburetor lag. In modern mode, it tightens into a high-tech performance weapon. Launch control, traction management, and active aero working in harmony. It's two cars in one, a time machine and a track weapon. The GTX merges retro soul with futuristic flair. The cabin features a driver-first layout with analog-inspired digital gauges, bucket seats trimmed in premium leather, and an optional wood-grain dash insert that recalls the past. Every inch feels like craftsmanship returned to glory, no gimmicks, just authenticity. Plymouth even reintroduced its iconic GTX badging on the steering wheel, carved from brushed aluminum, a subtle reminder of the legend Reborn. Performance figures speak for themselves. 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds, a top speed north of 215 mph, quarter mile in under 10 seconds flat. But what really matters is how it feels. When you floor the accelerator, there's a moment of silence, then an explosion of torque that pins you to the seat. The GTX doesn't just accelerate, it attacks the horizon. It's a declaration that American muscle isn't dead, it's evolved. The 2026 Plymouth GTX is the return of dominance, built for those who still believe that cars should sound like thunder and move like lightning. Number 3. 2026 Plymouth Roadrunner. The legend is back, louder, faster, and bolder than ever. The 2026 Plymouth Roadrunner isn't just another revival. It's a full-blown resurrection of a name that defined American speed culture. In the late 1960s, the original Roadrunner was built to be a no-nonsense muscle car, fast, affordable, and fearless. The 2026 version brings that same attitude into the modern world, but injects it with space-age power and design. From the first glance, you know this car means business. The low-slung front fascia, squared LED headlights, and the unmistakable beep-beep Roadrunner badge give it a personality all its own. The hood features a massive shaker scoop, feeding air directly into the supercharged V8. Every contour, vent, and line on the body is sculpted for both aggression and aerodynamic precision. And just like the original, Plymouth made sure the 2026 Roadrunner wasn't polished to the point of losing its soul. It still has that raw, mechanical feel that makes it alive. Powering this modern monster is a 6.6-liter twin-turbo Hemi V8, delivering 920 horsepower and 880 lb-ft of torque. The sound? It's unmistakable. A throaty growl that builds into a scream as the revs climb, echoing the classic era but refined by modern engineering. 0 to 60 comes in 2.8 seconds, and it rockets through the quarter mile in 9.7 seconds, making it one of the fastest muscle cars ever built. The 2026 Roadrunner's chassis has been tuned for both power and poise. Its adaptive suspension system adjusts 1,000 times per second, allowing it to glide smoothly on the highway or corner like a sports car on the track. The Trackhawk mode stiffens everything: steering, suspension, and throttle response, transforming it into a road-legal race car. Yet switch to cruise mode, and it settles down into a surprisingly comfortable grand tourer, capable of long road trips with that deep V8 purr in the background. Inside, the new Roadrunner stays true to its roots. You won't find gimmicks or overcomplicated tech cluttering the cabin. Instead, it's focused, functional, and nostalgic. A flat-bottom steering wheel, digital analog-style gauges, and a throwback wood trim option pay tribute to the 1970s model. The signature horn sound, that famous meep meep, has even been digitally remastered and integrated into the car's infotainment system, a perfect blend of humor and heritage. But the real magic of the 2026 Roadrunner isn't just in its power or design, it's in its attitude. This car doesn't try to be subtle. It's built for those who still believe in speed, who still crave the thrill of raw combustion in a world turning electric. It stands as a symbol of rebellion, a last roar for those who love the scent of fuel and the feeling of total control behind the wheel. It's an ode to the golden age of muscle and a statement for the modern automotive frontier. Plymouth made sure that while the technology evolved, the soul stayed the same. Number 4. 2026 Lincoln Continental. The 2026 Lincoln Continental returns as a symbol of American luxury, class, and timeless design. But this time, it's not just about elegance. Lincoln has reimagined the Continental for the modern era, blending classic grandeur with cutting-edge innovation to create a car that feels both nostalgic and futuristic. The result? A luxury sedan that redefines what it means to travel in comfort and style. The Continental is no longer just a car, it's an experience. From the outside, the 2026 Continental commands attention. Its long, sculpted body pays homage to the iconic 1960s model while updating every line for aerodynamic efficiency. The signature mesh grille, flanked by crystal-cut LED headlamps, glows with an unmistakable Lincoln presence. The profile is smooth and unbroken, flowing seamlessly from front to rear, and the rear-hinged suicide doors make a triumphant comeback, a feature that instantly sets the Continental apart from every other luxury sedan on the road. It's not just an entry, it's a grand arrival. Under the hood, Lincoln offers two powertrains. The base version features a twin-turbocharged 3.5-liter V6 hybrid, producing 550 horsepower and remarkable fuel efficiency. But the star of the show is the Black Label Performance Edition, boasting a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 pushing 710 horsepower, paired with an advanced all-wheel drive system. Despite its size, the Continental glides from 0 to 60 mph in just 3.9 seconds, proving that luxury and performance no longer have to live in separate worlds. Step inside, and the cabin feels like entering a private lounge. Everything is wrapped in the finest materials: hand-stitched leather, open-pore walnut trim, and brushed aluminum accents. The 2026 model introduces Lincoln's new Sanctuary cabin system, designed to isolate passengers from road noise through acoustic glass, active noise cancellation, and vibration reduction. The moment the doors close, the world outside disappears, replaced by soft ambient lighting and the gentle hum of the Continental's engine. The 30-way adjustable seats are perhaps the most advanced in any luxury sedan, offering cooling, heating, massage, and even personalized pressure adjustments. The rear seats are more like first-class airplane pods, complete with reclining functions, touchscreen controls, and built-in mini tables for work or dining. Lincoln's focus here isn't just on driving, it's about making every journey feel effortless and indulgent. Technology flows seamlessly throughout the interior. The floating 15-inch OLED display, combined with a fully digital instrument cluster, presents all information in crystal clarity. Lincoln's AI co-pilot, named Eleanor, assists drivers with everything from adaptive route suggestions to interior mood adjustments. Say, "Eleanor, set relaxation mode," and the system dims the lights, activates seat massage, and plays soothing ambient music. Perfect for a stress-free evening drive. But where the 2026 Continental truly shines is in its electric glide suspension system. This advanced setup scans the road ahead 500 times per second, preparing the suspension for any imperfections before the car even reaches them. The result is an ultra-smooth, almost floating sensation on every surface. Whether gliding down the freeway or navigating tight city streets, the Continental feels composed, confident, and regal. Every inch of the car reminds you this isn't about speed or flash, it's about presence. The soft closing doors, hidden lighting under the body, and the illuminated Lincoln badge on the front grille all contribute to an aura of effortless sophistication. Even when parked, the Continental seems to glow with quiet power. The 2026 Lincoln Continental represents the pinnacle of American craftsmanship. It's a vehicle for those who believe luxury should be timeless, not trendy. A perfect fusion of past elegance and future technology. It doesn't scream for attention, it earns it, the way true class always does. Number 5. 2026 Chevelle SS 4x4. The 2026 Chevelle SS 4x4 marks the thunderous return of one of the most feared names in American muscle history. A rebirth of raw power and classic attitude, fine-tuned for a modern era that refuses to forget its roots. This isn't just a nostalgic throwback. It's a declaration that American muscle still rules the roads, louder, faster, and bolder than ever before. Right from first glance, the Chevelle SS 4x4 announces itself as a beast. The design captures the soul of the 1970 legend while adding 21st-century precision. The aggressive front fascia features a wide blacked-out grille with a subtle SS emblem, illuminated in red, framed by quad LED headlights that give it a menacing glare. The sculpted hood now includes dual air intakes that feed the monstrous engine beneath, while the long rear fenders flare outward in pure muscle fashion. The stance is low, wide, and predatory, a car that looks like it's moving even when it's still. Under that hood lies the heart of the beast, a 7.4-liter supercharged V8, proudly dubbed the 454 Legend. This powerhouse churns out a jaw-dropping 850 horsepower and 900 lb-ft of torque, channeled through an 8-speed Tremec automatic or an optional 6-speed manual for purists who want to feel every ounce of torque. With launch control engaged, the Chevelle SS rockets from 0 to 60 mph in just 2.9 seconds, making it one of the fastest muscle cars ever produced. A perfect balance of brute force and engineering finesse. The rear-wheel drive setup remains, but now paired with adaptive traction management, ensuring the car delivers maximum grip without losing that wild muscle character. It's raw and mechanical, but refined enough to handle corners with precision. The exhaust system, a quad-tipped performance setup, sings with the kind of deep, violent rumble that turns heads and rattles glass. In sport mode, it crackles and growls like thunder rolling across the asphalt. Step inside, and you'll find a cockpit that perfectly balances heritage and innovation. The dashboard nods to the original Chevelle, with retro-inspired round dials and metal toggle switches, but it's all digital underneath. A 12.9-inch floating display provides real-time performance data, navigation, and driver modes. Everything inside the SS454 feels tactile, driver-focused, and built to thrill. The leather sport seats are deeply bolstered for high-speed stability, trimmed in red contrast stitching, with the SS logo embossed on the headrests. Carbon fiber accents run across the center console and doors, reminding you that this is not an ordinary revival. It's a high-performance masterpiece engineered for the new generation. Lincoln's luxury may be about silence, but the Chevelle's version of luxury is power you can hear and feel. It's a car that rewards you every time you press the throttle, the supercharger's whine blending perfectly with the V8's deep roar. It's an experience that feels alive, mechanical, and utterly addictive. Driving the Chevelle SS454 is like taming controlled chaos. The adaptive suspension system adjusts in milliseconds, stiffening for corners and softening for long stretches of open road. Whether on track or highway, it offers a level of composure muscle cars of the past never dreamed of. And yet, it keeps the attitude, that raw, unapologetic energy that defined the Chevelle legacy. On the tech front, the 2026 Chevelle features advanced safety and performance integration. From lane dynamics monitoring to track telemetry, the system ensures maximum control without interfering with the thrill. A head-up display projects performance stats onto the windshield, speed, RPM, G-forces, so the driver never loses focus. The price? Starting around $96,000, the 2026 Chevelle SS 454 offers something few cars can: the feeling of unfiltered American muscle, reinvented for a future that still craves power. It's bold, it's loud, and it's built to dominate any stretch of road it touches. In a world turning electric, the 2026 Chevelle SS 454 stands proud as a roaring reminder of what pure horsepower feels like. It's not just a car, it's a symbol of resistance, a salute to every driver who still believes that muscle belongs to America's open roads. Number 6. 2026 Ford Mustang Pickup. The 2026 Ford Mustang Pickup is a bold idea that once seemed impossible. A perfect storm where muscle meets utility. Ford has taken the heart of its most iconic sports car and fused it with the practicality and ruggedness of a pickup, creating something entirely new, a high-performance truck with the soul of a Mustang. It's not just another concept, it's Ford rewriting the rules of what a muscle truck can be. At first glance, the Mustang Pickup looks like a vehicle from another timeline. The front end screams pure Mustang, a wide, aggressive grille with a glowing pony emblem at its center, flanked by sleek tri-bar LED headlights that sweep back like angry eyes. The hood carries two muscular bulges, hinting at the beast lurking beneath. But as your eyes move back, the design transitions seamlessly into a short, aerodynamic pickup bed, functional yet sculpted for performance. Built on a reinforced version of the Mustang Mach-1 platform, the 2026 Mustang Pickup combines coupe proportions with truck versatility. The carbon fiber rear bed keeps weight low while adding a surprising level of practicality, enough for weekend gear, tools, or track day equipment. This isn't a work truck, it's a statement truck. Under the hood lies Ford's most advanced engine yet, a 5.2-liter supercharged V8 hybrid producing a staggering 780 horsepower and 710 lb-ft of torque. The hybrid system doesn't just improve fuel efficiency, it delivers an instant electric torque boost that rockets the pickup from 0 to 60 mph in just 3.1 seconds. Ford's engineers call it eco-boosted muscle, and it's exactly that. Raw power instantly available, with the roar of a true Mustang. The powertrain connects to a 10-speed dual-clutch transmission, offering lightning-fast shifts and, for the first time in Mustang history, adaptive all-wheel drive. It intelligently distributes power between the front and rear axles for perfect traction, whether you're launching down a drag strip or tearing through mountain trails. The chassis is tuned for balance and aggression. With active dampers, torque vectoring, and a lowered center of gravity, it handles like a sports coupe, but with the grip and stability of a performance truck. Ford even added a track haul mode, designed for enthusiasts who want to load their bikes or racing gear in the back and still dominate the circuit. Inside, the Mustang pickup delivers a futuristic but familiar cockpit. The driver's seat is wrapped in Recaro leather, embossed with the Mustang GTX insignia, while the passenger side offers a mix of carbon fiber and Alcantara surfaces. A 14-inch digital cluster sits behind the flat-bottom steering wheel, fully customizable to display power distribution, battery status, and off-road dynamics. The central infotainment system floats on a curved OLED display, blending performance telemetry with entertainment features, including real-time horsepower monitoring and voice-controlled driving modes. And when it comes to sound, Ford knows that silence isn't in the Mustang vocabulary. The 2026 model uses an active exhaust system with adaptive valves that modulate the tone from deep rumble to ferocious scream at full throttle. It's raw, emotional, and completely addictive. The exterior details seal the deal. Wide 22-inch forged wheels, carbon side skirts, and a rear diffuser that gives it a racing stance. The bed is integrated with hidden tie-down hooks, LED lighting, and a power lift gate. Even the tailgate carries the classic Mustang script in bold brushed aluminum, making sure everyone behind knows this isn't your average pickup. Ford has also integrated smart tech for real-world practicality. Self-leveling suspension, 4K towing capacity, and solar-assisted charging for the hybrid system when parked outdoors. The Mustang pickup may be performance first, but it's still a Ford. Built tough, engineered smart, and designed to last. Expected to start at $78,000, it's positioned between the F-150 Raptor and the Mustang GT, giving enthusiasts a new kind of ride that doesn't compromise between thrill and function. For those who want one vehicle that can haul and hustle, the 2026 Mustang pickup might just be the future of performance utility. In a world shifting toward electric and quiet efficiency, this truck proudly refuses to be silent. It roars, it hauls, and it breaks every expectation of what a muscle vehicle can be. The 2026 Ford Mustang pickup isn't just innovation, it's rebellion on wheels. Number 7. 2026 Chevrolet Chevelle SS. The 2026 Chevrolet Chevelle SS makes its long-awaited return, a reimagined American muscle icon ready to conquer the roads once again. After more than 5 decades of silence, Chevy has revived one of its most legendary nameplates, blending retro attitude with futuristic innovation in a way that defines the next generation of American performance. From the very first glance, the new Chevelle SS screams power. Its stance is aggressive, wide, and confident, the kind of presence that commands respect at every stoplight. The front fascia combines classic 1970s muscle aesthetics with a modern twist. LED quad-beam headlights, a sleek illuminated grille with the SS badge glowing in red, and functional air intakes designed to feed the monstrous engine hiding beneath the hood. And that engine? It's a work of art, a 6.6-liter twin-turbo V8 that unleashes 850 horsepower and 790 lb-ft of torque through a high-performance 8-speed automatic transmission. The car rockets from 0 to 60 mph in under 3.2 seconds, rivaling European supercars while maintaining its distinct all-American soul. The roar from its dual titanium exhausts isn't just sound. It's a statement that muscle is officially back. Inside, Chevrolet gives the Chevelle SS a luxury meets muscle treatment. The cabin features hand-stitched leather sports seats, a digital cockpit with customizable performance displays, and an immersive heads-up holographic dashboard. The center console combines carbon fiber with old-school chrome finishes, reminding drivers that this machine respects its past while racing toward the future. Ambient lighting glows red and blue, symbolizing the heritage of the original SS trim line. But the 2026 Chevelle SS isn't just about brute strength, it's also about control. Advanced adaptive suspension, active aerodynamics, and launch control technology make this car as capable on a racetrack as it is on a highway. Drivers can switch between tour, sport, and track modes, adjusting throttle sensitivity, exhaust tone, and steering feel with precision. Chevy even added an old-school mode that slightly softens the transmission and amplifies the exhaust, recreating the raw drive feel of the 1970s classic. Visually, the Chevelle comes in signature colors like cranberry red metallic, nightshade black, and electric blue SS, all with optional black racing stripes, a direct homage to the Chevelle 454 of the Golden Muscle era. The rear features a modern twist on the iconic dual-round taillights, connected by an LED light bar that glows the SS emblem when braking. Chevrolet calls this rebirth a future classic in motion, and for good reason. It pays tribute to the past while proving that American performance cars can evolve without losing their soul. The 2026 Chevelle SS represents everything that made muscle cars great: power, presence, and pride, but re-engineered for the future of automotive excellence.